Have you ever wondered why people stop and stare at you without even realizing it? Why you walk into a room and suddenly the energy changes, why eyes follow you even when you're not trying to be seen. It does not your appearance. It does not confidence. It's something far greater. Chosen one, there's a light inside you that cannot be explained or ignored. It's the mark of divine favor, the evidence of God's hand on your life. Some people stare because they see beauty, but others stare because their spirit recognizes power. You carry something heaven-born, something the world can't imitate or destroy. And whether they love you or envy you, everyone around you feels it. Stay with me, because in this message, you'll finally understand why they see you differently, why your presence feels so heavy, and why your light was never meant to be hidden. When you walk into a room, something shifts. People may not be able to explain it, but they can feel it. The atmosphere changes because your presence carries spiritual weight. You don't need to say a word. Your energy speaks for you. Those who carry darkness feel uneasy around you, while those with good intentions feel comforted. That's the effect of divine light moving through you. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out. God's presence in you brings both peace and conviction wherever you go. Some people will stare because your very existence reminds them of something they've forgotten, the presence of God. Your light reveals what's hidden, and that can be uncomfortable for those who live in denial. They may not understand why they feel nervous or inspired around you, but deep inside, they know something about you is different. You are not just another person passing through life. You are a vessel chosen to carry something sacred. When they stare, they are not seeing you. They are seeing what surrounds you, what walks with you, and what shines through you. Your spirit announces your identity before you speak a single word. There's a reason people look twice when you enter a place. They may not understand it, but their spirit does. You carry authority without ever demanding it. Your energy commands respect because it comes from divine strength, not human pride. Some people are drawn to you instantly, others feel uneasy without knowing why. That's because your spiritual energy stirs something inside them. It exposes fear, insecurity, or guilt they've been hiding. People sense that you see deeper than appearances, that your gaze carries truth. It's not your physical eyes, it's the spiritual power behind them. When you look at someone, their soul feels seen. That's what makes them stare. They are drawn to the mystery and power that surrounds you. This isn't about confidence or beauty. It's about divine presence. God has placed His anointing upon you, and it radiates in a way that words can't describe. You don't even realize how strong it is because you've lived with it for so long. But others can feel it the moment they meet you. It's why you stand out in a crowd even when you try to stay invisible. You carry the unseen strength of heaven itself. Not everyone who stares at you admires you. Some look at you and feel discomfort they can't explain. That's because your light exposes what they try to hide. You remind people of the truth they've been avoiding. The presence of God within you brings conviction to their spirit. You may notice that some people distance themselves or act cold without reason. It's not personal, it's spiritual. When light appears, darkness must respond. Those who live in deceit or resentment can't remain comfortable in your presence. Your spirit unsettles what's unclean because purity always reveals what's hidden. You don't need to speak a word of judgment. Your existence alone speaks volumes. Some people will test you, gossip about you, or try to bring you down, not because you've wronged them, but because your light makes their shadows visible. But understand this, God placed that light in you for a purpose. You are not meant to dim it to make others feel safe. Your light is meant to expose, to awaken, and to lead others toward truth. So when darkness reacts, remember, it's only proof that your light is shining exactly as God intended. There's a reason people feel at ease when you are around, even when everything around them is falling apart. You carry something that cannot be taught or imitated. It is not confidence, it is not personality, it is divine peace. Wherever you go, storms seem to quiet down. You might not even notice it, but people begin to breathe differently in your presence. They find clarity, comfort, and safety without you saying a word. That's because you are walking with the peace of God. His Spirit has settled in you so deeply that no chaos can shake it. You may have gone through storms that would have broken most people, yet you came out calm. That calmness isn't natural, it's spiritual. God trained you through pain, disappointment, and loneliness so that your spirit could carry stability when others collapse. You learned how to be still when everything screamed for reaction. You discovered that peace is not found in a quiet environment, but in a quiet heart. That is what people sense when they stare. They see someone who should have been destroyed, but is still standing in peace. When people face battles in their own lives, your presence becomes a mirror of what they crave. They see in you what they are searching for. That's why strangers open up to you, why friends come to you for advice, and why even enemies can't fully hate you. They can feel that your calmness isn't weakness, it's strength that has been purified through fire. Your peace unsettles people who rely on control because they can't understand how you remain steady when everything around you is uncertain. You were made to carry this kind of calm because the world is desperate for it. God uses your peace to restore others. When you speak, even your tone carries healing. When you sit in silence, people feel protected. You have become an anchor in a generation that drifts easily. That's not accidental. God molded you to be a stabilizer, a living reminder that He still reigns above chaos. So when people stare, know that they are not just seeing you, they are sensing the hand of God keeping you still. Your peace is proof of His presence. It is not something you created, it is something you carry. You don't have to try to inspire anyone. Just standing there, calm in the middle of the storm, is enough to show that your faith is real. And every time you remain composed when the world expects you to fall apart, heaven smiles, because that is what a chosen one does. Have you ever wondered why people tell you their secrets, even when you barely know them? It might happen at work, in public, or even online. Someone suddenly starts talking to you about their struggles, their regrets, their pain. They don't plan it, it just happens. That's because your presence feels safe. You carry truth and purity in your spirit, and people sense that. They may not understand why, but when they look into your eyes, they feel like they can finally be honest. This is not ordinary. It's a spiritual gift. God has placed a healing energy within you, and it draws confession out of people. The same way light exposes what's hidden, your spirit encourages people to release what's heavy. When someone is around you, their soul feels seen and understood, even without words. You don't have to give advice. Sometimes just listening brings healing. People can cry in your presence because your spirit creates a space where their pain feels acknowledged. You might wonder why this keeps happening to you. You might even feel drained by it at times. But understand, God uses you as a vessel for His restoration. Your light makes others want to be clean. Your words, your silence, even your energy remind them that there's still goodness in the world. That's why broken hearts are drawn to you. They are not drawn to your personality, they are drawn to the presence of God that rests within you. Sometimes people will come to you and say things they've never told anyone else. It's not coincidence. It's divine appointment. They see something in you that feels safe, something that doesn't judge, something that heals. You may never realize how many people you've helped simply by listening. God's light in you breaks chains quietly. But there's another side to this gift. Because people feel so open with you, their burdens can become heavy to carry. That's why you must stay rooted in prayer and solitude. You can't pour from an empty cup. Even Jesus withdrew from the crowds to be alone with the Father. You must do the same. The world will keep coming to your light, but you have to stay connected to its source. Never underestimate the impact of your presence. When people confess their pain to you, it's because God has chosen you to represent His grace. You don't need to fix everyone, you only need to reflect His peace and compassion. Every conversation, every tear, every word you receive is part of your calling. And one day you'll look back and realize that the hearts you helped were not random encounters. They were divine connections, guided by a higher purpose. That is why they stare, why they trust you, why they open up without fear. Because when they look at you, they don't just see a person, they see light, truth, and safety. They see God working through you. There's a strange reality that every chosen one comes to understand sooner or later. The same light that draws people to you also makes others turn against you. The same presence that inspires love and admiration in some can stir jealousy and resentment in others. You carry something rare, something that cannot be copied or faked, and that difference creates both attraction and conflict. From the outside, people might think your life is easy because you seem strong, peaceful, or favored. They don't see the storms you've walked through to carry this kind of light. They only see the glow, not the pain that shaped it. And that's the problem. Your light reminds people of what they could be if they faced their own darkness. It shows them their potential, but also their excuses. Some will look at you and feel inspired to grow. Others will look at you and feel threatened. This is why your journey feels lonely at times. People are drawn to your presence, but they don't always understand it. They want the peace you carry, but not the process it took to get it. They love how you make them feel, but they don't realize how heavy that light can be to carry. You've been chosen to represent something that challenges the world around you. Your energy exposes truth, and not everyone is ready to face it. There are people who will praise you in public, but secretly resent you in private. They'll smile at you, but deep down, they're comparing themselves to you. And the truth is, you didn't do anything to cause it. You're not trying to outshine anyone. You're just being who God made you to be. But light doesn't need to try to shine. It simply does. And when it does, it reveals what's hidden in the dark. Some people will hate you simply because your presence makes their insecurities impossible to ignore. You'll notice that you attract extreme reactions. Some people will feel instantly connected to you, as if they've known you forever. They'll say things like, "There's something about you," or "I feel peace when I'm around you." Those people recognize your spirit. Their souls understand who you are, because they too carry light within them. They don't compete with you, they celebrate you. They're drawn to your energy because it feels like home. But others will react the opposite way. They'll find reasons to discredit you, to mock you, or to talk behind your back. It's not because you've done wrong, it's because your light disturbs the darkness they're protecting. They can't admit it, but being around you makes them feel exposed. You reflect honesty, purity, and purpose. And when someone is hiding behind lies, jealousy, or guilt, that reflection becomes too much to handle. Understand this clearly. Your light doesn't just reveal who you are, it reveals who they are. That's why people's true colors show up around you. Some will rise to match your energy. Others will retreat or attack. You are a mirror to their soul. And not everyone likes what they see. But that's exactly why God gave you this light, so that truth could surface, not to destroy others, but to awaken them. You must learn to stay steady in both love and hate. If you allow praise to lift you too high, criticism will crush you. You can't live for validation or fear rejection. You have to remember that your worth was determined long before anyone noticed you. You are not shining to be liked. You are shining because you are chosen. Whether people applaud you or turn against you, your light remains the same. It's not dependent on approval. It comes from obedience. When people love you, accept that love humbly. When they envy you, forgive them quietly. Don't waste your energy proving yourself. The truth doesn't argue, it simply stands. And one day, even those who misunderstood you will see that your light came from a pure place. They'll realize that your success wasn't luck, but grace. Your peace wasn't pride, but faith. Your glow wasn't arrogance, but evidence of endurance. This contrast of love and envy will follow you throughout your journey. You will see people leave when you expected them to stay. You will experience betrayal from those you trusted, but you'll also find deep connections with souls who recognize your purpose. You'll find people who don't compete, who don't copy, who don't doubt, because they see God's fingerprints all over your life. Don't let the envy make you dim your light. Many chosen ones make that mistake. They start hiding their blessings, their joy, their talents, afraid of how others will react. But your silence won't protect you. It will only rob the world of what you were sent to give. God didn't light your fire for you to keep it under a bowl. He lit it so it could be seen, so it could lead others through their own darkness. The truth is, your light was never meant to make everyone comfortable. It was meant to separate you from what's fake, to attract what's meant for you, and to expose what's not. Love and envy are both signs that your energy is powerful. Both reactions prove that you carry something real. You are a spiritual signal. When you walk into a place, people either align with you or resist you. There's no middle ground, because light and darkness can never blend. So don't be surprised when people stare, when they whisper, when they copy, when they criticize. It all comes with the calling. When you carry divine favor, you also carry spiritual attention. The same eyes that admire will also judge, but none of it can change what God placed within you. You were built for both applause and opposition. You were anointed to walk through both love and rejection without losing your identity. The world will always have opinions, but your light speaks louder than words. Keep shining, keep walking, keep glowing with the peace that comes from knowing who you are. Because whether they love you or envy you, they're all reacting to the same truth. God's light is shining through you, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. There comes a point in every chosen one's life when you realize that no matter how much you try to stay unseen, you simply cannot hide. You can lower your voice, step back from the spotlight, even change how you dress or act, but the presence within you still speaks louder than words. You were never designed to blend in. You were designed to stand out. That light inside you isn't something you can turn off because it doesn't belong to you. It comes from God Himself. From the moment you were born, His hand marked you. You may not have known it then, but heaven already had plans for your life. Every trial, every season of silence, every betrayal you faced, it was shaping you into the vessel that could carry this kind of light. And that's why hiding never works for you. Even when you try to disappear, people still notice you. Even when you say nothing, your energy speaks. You are not trying to draw attention. Attention finds you because divine presence cannot be disguised. Many chosen ones go through a period of confusion about this. You might ask, why do people always notice me? Why can't I just have a normal life? Why does it feel like I'm always seen even when I want to be invisible? The answer is simple, because your life carries purpose, and purpose cannot be hidden. You are light in a dark world, and light's nature is to shine. When God lights a fire in someone, He does not intend for that fire to stay covered. It's meant to illuminate everything around it. You've probably noticed how people are drawn to you for reasons they can't explain. They may tell you there's something different about you, or you have such a strong presence. What they're responding to isn't your personality, it's your anointing. Your spirit carries truth, and truth is magnetic. It pulls people in who are searching for something real. At the same time, it pushes away those who live in pretense. That's the dual nature of divine light. It comforts and it confronts. It brings healing, but it also brings exposure. When you walk into a room, you carry illumination. People might not see it with their eyes, but their spirits sense it. Some will feel peace, others conviction. Some will feel love, others fear. That's why reactions to you can be so mixed. Your very presence can make people reflect on their own lives. You remind them of faith, of hope, of purity, and that can be uncomfortable for those who have drifted from those things. But don't mistake their reaction as rejection. Sometimes people pull away not because they dislike you, but because your light is revealing things in them they're not ready to face. There are moments when this calling feels heavy. You might wish you could hide your gifts or downplay your wisdom just to fit in. You might even feel guilty for your blessings because they make others uncomfortable. But you must remember, God did not call you to shrink. He called you to shine. Every chosen one faces the temptation to dim their light to protect others' feelings, but doing so only delays destiny. You are meant to be seen, not for your glory, but for His. Your light is a testimony. Every time someone sees you overcome something you should have lost to, they see evidence of God's power. Every time you speak hope in the middle of pain, they witness faith in motion. Every time you forgive instead of retaliate, they see strength that isn't human. That's what your light does. It shows the world what divine endurance looks like. You might not realize how much your quiet strength inspires those who watch you from a distance. People study you silently, learning what faith looks like in real life. You are someone's reminder that God is still working. Even your struggles are not hidden. There are times when your life feels exposed, when your pain seems public, when your story feels like it's on display. But even that has purpose. God allows your process to be visible so that others can witness transformation. He turns your wounds into lessons, your scars into roadmaps, your tears into testimonies. That's why hiding never works. You were meant to live transparently, to let your growth speak louder than your silence. The truth is, the world needs your light more than you realize. There are people walking through darkness right now, waiting for someone like you to show them the way out. They don't need a perfect person, they need a real one who carries hope. Your presence, your words, your strength, your peace, it's all part of the light God planted in you to help guide others. When you hide, someone else stays lost. When you shine, someone else finds direction. That's why your visibility matters. But shining doesn't mean boasting or forcing attention. True light doesn't scream. It simply exists, steady and strong. You don't have to prove anything. Your consistency will speak for itself. The world is full of noise, but your calm, your discipline, and your faith will always stand out. You shine brightest when you simply walk in purpose without apology. And when opposition rises, remember that darkness always fights what threatens it. Every time you grow, distractions will appear. Every time you shine brighter, envy will surface. But none of that can stop what's been divinely ignited. Your light is sustained by a power that no one can touch. You didn't give it to yourself, so no one can take it from you. So stop trying to hide what God has revealed. Stop apologizing for the power you carry. Stop pretending to be ordinary when heaven has already declared you extraordinary. You are meant to be a living example of what happens when light meets purpose. Let the world see it. Let them wonder. Let them stare. Because when they look at you, they're not just seeing a person, they're witnessing what divine transformation looks like. Your light can't be hidden because it's not about you, it's about God's glory shining through you. Every room you enter, every word you speak, every battle you survive is proof that His presence is real. So walk boldly, live fully, and let your life burn bright enough to remind the world that even in the darkest times, light always wins. Chosen one, never forget. They stare because they see something they don't understand. They see strength that survived every storm. They see peace that doesn't make sense. They see light that refuses to die, no matter how dark life becomes. You've been through pain, isolation, and misunderstanding, but through it all, God was shaping your glow. He didn't let those battles destroy you. He used them to make you shine brighter. And now you carry a light that no one can steal. Some will admire it, others will resist it, but none can deny it. Because when you walk in divine purpose, your very presence becomes a testimony. You don't need to prove who you are. The light speaks for itself. So keep shining, keep walking in grace, keep standing tall in truth. Because your life is a living message that God's power is real. And no matter who tries to overlook you, heaven already sees you. If this message spoke to your spirit, type, "My light will never be hidden" in the comments. And claim this as your confirmation that your glow is divine, your journey is sacred, and your purpose is unstoppable.